Hello, I'm Wesley, and let me welcome you once again to another thrilling episode of Cooking for the Yum of It. Today I'm going to be preparing a pork and tomato ragout, and I would like to start off right now by saying thank you to my friend Andy Wasserman, who reminded me that the recipe I was going to make today, my prize-winning chili, I had made previously a few months back. So, no chili today, instead a pork and tomato ragout. Let's get started. Now the first thing you're going to want to do is to make sure your meat is well and truly dry. So what I've done is I've put my roughly 2 pounds of pork stew meat on some paper towels, and take some more paper towels to make sure we soak up all the moisture, because like I said, if you don't dry your meat, it's not going to brown correctly and you'll be left with soggy meat and a ragout that doesn't taste that good. Now we're going to take a Ziploc bag and put in 1/4 cup of flour. Now we put our pork stew meat into the bag. This part sort of reminds me of shake and bake, actually. Excuse me. Get that all in there. Now, we shake it, make sure we get as much of the pork covered in the flour as possible. Now we empty our meat and flour into a large colander, like so, and we shake off the excess flour, tossing it a little. Now, there we go. Oh, that's why you put the roasting pan, the cookie tray underneath it in case any of the meat falls out when you're transferring it from the colander to the plate. Now we're going to heat up 3 good tablespoons, sorry. Now this is avocado oil, but you can also use the extra virgin olive oil, which I normally use. I had such a good deal on the avocado oil that I decided to finish it up before I buy anything else. Now, swirl it around so that it coats the entire bottom, and keep the oil out in case. One of the things that happens you'll note when you cook is that sometimes the oil will evaporate as you cook. So you want to have extra on hand in case you need more oil. Another trick my grandma taught me is to know when the oil is ready to cook. Just flick a little drop of water in there, and when it sizzles, you know it's ready. Now we're going to have to do this in batches, of course. And I'll show you the first batch, but the rest we'll do one of our skip-aheads. Okay. It's not quite ready to flip over yet. Turn on our overhead fan so we don't get the smoke detectors to go off. You just want to brown it, you don't want to cook it all the way through. Pork, sorry. As the pork, once it's browned on all sides, we're going to switch this, transfer this to our slow cooker, and then add the more of the pork. So let's skip ahead. Now that all the meat has been cut, and you can see these lovely brown bits here, we're going to deglaze with some white cup of water. 1 1/4 cups of white wine, which we will scrape up all those brown bits. And brown bits equal better flavor. And it smells so good. It's been a long time since I've cooked with white wine. Most of the recipes I've done recently that have used wine that I've put into the recipe have been red wine. So this smells good. Okay, I think we got them all scraped up there. Now we pour the white wine and brown bits into our slow cooker with the meat. And now we add 1 undrained 14.5-ounce can of diced tomatoes. I'm using the Italian style. Add 2 pounds of peeled and diced red potatoes. And 1 cup of finely chopped onion. Sorry about that. 1 cup of water. And roughly 2 stalks of celery. And 2 cloves of minced garlic. My fingers are going to smell the garlic, but I don't care. I like garlic. Anyone else like garlic out there? Please comment down below so I can know. Half a teaspoon of black pepper. And we give this a good stir. Now last, and certainly not least, after I put that down a bit, 1 cinnamon stick, which we will just stick right there in the middle. Yeah, just stick it in. Now, we cover, and we will be cooking this on low, after I plug it in, of course. We'll be cooking this on low, manual temp on low, start for 6 hours. So I will see you at approximately 9 p.m., 6 hours from now. And here it is 6 hours later, and our ragout is done. We take out the cinnamon stick and discard. Stir this a bit. And now, my favorite part of every episode, we're gonna get ourselves a dish of dinner and have something that we're gonna eat. One thing I forgot to mention is you garnish it with some parsley. That make it look so much better. Oh, that is very good. Pork came out nice and tender. Whew. Still kind of hot. I should have waited a little bit longer for it to cool down. But it's really quite delicious. So there you have it, a pork and tomato ragout. I'm Wesley Foreman, and always remember, eat and enjoy. See you next time.